Hey everybody, it's Jeremy, and welcome back to Lucid's 2022 Tournament Game 4, where we are playing Nazca. This is turn 30, and we're somehow still alive. We made it! 30 turns into the game. Let's jump into things. Incoming trade. Boom. We have some stuff. My god, I cannot type right now. My fingers are all over the keyboard. Anywhere except for the correct location. So, okay, incoming trade. We got some, we're just getting more of the stuff that we paid Ohm for. 2 more lightless lanterns, a Armor of the Knights, and boots of the Messenger. This Armor of the Knights, actually, I think is a missend. Because we only ordered 1 Armor of the Knights, I believe, and we already got that last turn. So that is potentially an oopsie, and I've already reached out to Ulm about it. We're going to be sending them an Earth Gem as payment rather than sending it back. But yeah, it is what it is. Other stuff, we cast some condors, we searched for magic sites, and didn't find anything in Miratrend. So we found 1 site, and QC is our Royal Malqui, so he's searching for 2 fire, 2 air, 2 earth, 2 astral, 2 death, right? That's and H3. That is a lot to be searching for in all of these locations, and only finding 1 thing. So that's really unfortunate. We were really hoping by sending him out that we were going to start finding magic sites pretty quick and start to build up some sort of income. That has not been the case, unfortunately. I guess we can count like that 1 that we've got as 2 magic sites, right? Because it produces 2 gems, but damn. Okay, so let's jump into battles. We got 2 battles, one against, or both against Agartha. Austin Glen is the one where we sent out our Haten Runa. So this one is dicey. Ooh, that's a lot of PD. Yeah, this is probably going to end up with a lot of dead Haten Runa and us routing. So we'll see how it goes. Burbs go up. Burbs. Come down. Come down. Ooh. Ooh. Yeah, mama. Oh, I'm less interested now. I thought you were setting snacks or something like that near me, and I was gonna be all like, ooh, snacks. No, it's cat toys. That boy don't need no more toys. You don't need no more toys. You don't play with the toys he's got. Okay. We've got their commanders surrounded. If we can get them killed. Okay. Oh, nice. We got them killed. We did. Not too soon, by the way, because our front line just got routed. Oh, no. We're going to lose so many Haten Runa here. And we could still lose because if we rout... Oh, God. Oh, everyone routed except for our Apu. Oh shit, he's got to fight. He's got to fight two mercs, 2 fucking light infantry rather. Oh shit. Oh shit. Hold out, little guy. Because if he routs, he will totally get off the fucking battlefield before this guy will. It's time to duel. What's your name? Akahuana. You can do this. I believe in you. Nice! Oh, get this other guy, too. Oh, yeah. Get him. Smack him in the back of the head. Nope, he ran. Nice! We won in Austin Glen by the hair of our chinny chin chin. Just barely. Just barely. But a win's a win, so nicely done. Lost so many Haten Runa for that. And then we attacked in Boral. Let's see if we ran into anything. This is just our big old cluster of burbs. And it looks like this is just PD. This should be fine for us. Up in the air and down. Everything's annihilated. We lost nothing. Very nice. Okay, what do we got going on? We witnessed a battle. Vanheim attacking Ashdod. Okay, this is just a ping. Cool. Didn't really find much. It's fine. We see Pelagia attacking Blackport. And this is just a ping of Pelagia finding out. Ooh. Tell me you're the Throne of Death without telling me you're the Throne of Death. Like, abso-fucking-lutely right there. Tell me you're the Throne of Death without telling me you're the Throne of Death. Got a bunch of long dead horsemen. We got Soulless all over the place. We got a bunch of long dead. We've got necromancers. A lich in the back. Just straight up liched him with a bunch of fucking personal gems. Nice. Very nice. Okay, cool. So that's interesting. And then we've got a battle between Ulm attacking Agartha in Trandus. And this is just the army marching forward, right? Like, army moves forward. Oof. Oof. Oh god, run. Run, my dude. Run! Serpentine! We made it out. Okay. So, easy peasy. And I'm assuming this is just, you know, Ulm's gonna march towards Agartha's capital. The Troglodyte Trainer. Cool. Alright, well. Oh, my bad. We did not report the battles. So, battles for this turn. We had 2 wins versus Agartha. We had 2 wins and 0 losses. So that's nice. Nice, nice, nice. Very cool, very cool. Put that in the wrong spot. I'm telling you, I cannot type today. Okay, we've got some unexpected events. In Mark, new trade routes have been opened. Nice, plus 20 income in Mark. And then in Bara, one of your administrators fears a revolution, so he put in 20 defense. ED dump. Okay, cool. We'll take that. Events this turn, 0 negative and 2 positive. We got in Mark, income plus 20, and in Bara, defense plus 20. Which is kind of amusing. Happier about the income than we are the defense. That even plus 20 defense. This is actually a thing that I kind of wish wasn't the case, but PD can be kind of useless outside of certain specifications, right? Because like a PD dump can still be very, very valuable in the early game, but in the mid to late game, PD is basically just there as patrolling and keeping like keeping your unrest down. That's pretty much it. I wish that there were more rewards to higher tiers of PD, right? So like when you hit 20 PD, you get a new commander, right? And you get a new line, typically 2 new lines of recruits, right? Into that PD. And some of that stuff can be decent-ish troops, very rarely actually good troops, but sometimes decent-ish. I feel like there should be breakpoints, right? Like there should be legitimate breakpoints as you go up. So when you hit 40, right? Like you get another commander and potentially some more troop types. You hit 60, you get another commander, and I think it should be successively more powerful commanders, even to the point to where you start to get decent mages or even cap-only recruitables. I think that would be really cool. Like, can you imagine if we got to the point to where we put 60 PD in, or whatever, and we got an Inca, right? Whether it's 60 or 50 or 80 or don't at me with the math, but just the concept, right? Just the concept. If we got an Inca and that Inca led, you know, a handful of Sun Guards or Condor Warriors or what have you, right? That would be really cool. That would be very neat to actually have access to that type of thing. And that is applicable. I don't think there's a nation in the entire game that couldn't make some interesting use of it. Even nations like Lemuria, right? Like that have kind of weird recruit scenarios, you could still make them get different mage types at different breakpoints, different troop types at different breakpoints, etc., etc. I think that would be a really, really cool functionality. I don't think that that would necessarily make it to where you want to put more PD into a lot of places, but when you get events like plus 20 defense, you would go, oh, hold up, does that get me to a breakpoint? Am I close to a breakpoint? Is it worth me going? Like, so for example, in Bara, we have 26. If 25 was the breakpoint, right? Like rather than 20, it was 25. That could be a cool thing, right? If say we already had, 15 or so in there and we got another 20 and that put us up to 35, it might be that scenario. Is it worth it for us to bump up to 40 if 40 is the breakpoint, right? So that, and I just think adding in better troop types for higher pop or higher amounts of PD makes sense, and I think is less punitive, because we just got 20 PD here. We had heavy infantry, cool, heavy infantry, okay, light infantry, crap, militia, worse crap. But in point of fact, like, I'm actually even more okay with the militia and light infantry than I am with our Haten Runa or our human warriors, right? Our PD is garbage. But it would be really cool if, right, like we got a Karaka, okay, whatever, fine. It'd be really cool if at like 30 or something like that, we got a Huron priest, maybe. And that Huron priest is leading some of our Solus. Even though they're not good, right, it would still be neat. And the priest would be not, or the Huron priest would be nice as like a caster, right? So, anyways, random aside, I went off on a tangent on that. I apologize, as I am wont to do. We did see, in Sirostum, I think Agartha definitely had misfortune, because they are getting just pummeled with these invasions. So this is a Fire Lord and 2 sorcerers leading a bunch of units. Okay, easy peasy. The fortification in Baral has been breached. Very nice. What are we doing this turn? We've got some stuff going on. I realized I didn't like the order of things that I did last time. So the first thing, we're going to talk about movement and all that type of stuff, and then we'll jump into other stuff. First thing, probably most important for us, is we are storming the castle of Baral. I don't think that there's going to be a lot going on here. My assumption being that he has already moved most of his stuff into his capital. That little group that we ran into when we hit Sintania the turn prior was probably the last little vestiges of that. We did see there's a couple of like Earth Readers here. Maybe we get some elementals and things like that, but I think we're going to be fine with our typical attack rear scenario. We should be okay. Aside from that, we're going to jump into the Caves of Mira with the Horned Serpent, the Snake Charmers. I don't expect them to do well. We'll see. Fingers crossed. We're going to pick up Haten Runa with this Apu. And then we're taking the other Haten Runa that fled over here with this Karaka into Baral. Right? Continuing to reinforce Omiya, we're actually building buildings. We're building a lab here this turn. So yay! We're gonna try to start putting in as much infrastructure here as we can as quickly as possible. The goal, the hope, right, being is that we're about to have infrastructure in Baral, we're about to have infrastructure in Omiya, and we don't really have much income, but we can try to start producing research. Research. What's that? So that's basically what we got going on. Aside from that, we're just moving scouts around, trying to keep an eye on battles. Hopefully there's about to be a battle here in Mighty Pillars. Ashdod did have a big army here in Amul. I think they pulled it back, realizing that they weren't going to win against... Basically, weren't going to win round 2 against the Einhirs. So, yeah, we'll see how that goes. And that's pretty much it as far as movement goes, I think. We've got Pelagia on land, which is unfortunate. And... yeah. Some Pelagian sieges on Oceania fortifications. And from what I've heard, it's basically in the bag for Pelagia. Gis is not yet dead. They're trying a little, like, you know, last stand on their capital. I believe the same thing for Oceania. But it's not looking great. So there's that. What else do we got? We got some recruitment this turn. Recruitment, because we are building the lab, we have very little gold, but I do think it's worth the investment. So we are making 1 Akla and 4 Sun Guard. That's all we have for recruitment this turn. We have Nazcan special recruits. So this turn, we were able to capture 37 Hatan Runa and 2 Supaya. So there's that. Very happy about that. And then, in a very similar fashion, we have 1 ritual. Summon Condors. Knocking them down, eh? So I did want to talk about rituals here for a second. Because of the focus of our research, and because we have so little research, I've been kind of banding back and forth with this idea of, like, I want to do things like Dark Knowledge, but I also don't want to put things like Lightless Lanterns on our Koyas, right? So because of the amount of Lightless Lanterns that we have, because of the amount of researchers that we have, right? I have too many research items for what I want to be researching with, and I don't want 12 research to go to waste per turn, right? So again, rather than doing something like Dark Knowledge with this Huron Priest, which I would typically do and I want to do so that we can start to maybe get lucky and get ahead in Death Gems and then turn that into something later on, instead of doing that, I am researching because I don't want this research item to go to waste. This is another reason why we're doing Aklas right now, is because I'm going to try to shit out some researchers as quickly as possible. Because I want to buy more Lightless Lanterns from Ulm. But in order to do that, I kind of need to have researchers that actually put them on. So we're kind of in a bit of a pickle there. So yeah, we will see how that develops in the next few turns. That being said, we are doing a little bit of trade. So outgoing trade this turn. We've got... we are sending 12 nature gems to Arcosefale, and we're sending 1 gem to Ulm. The 1 gem is in payment for this Armor of the Knights, right, which we're pretty sure is an accident from Ulm. The 12 nature gems is for a Thistle Mace. So, we kind of didn't talk about this last time either, but when I got this Pakwo, one of the reasons for me getting the Pakwo is the idea of casting Haruspecs, potentially, right? So we're trying to finish up Evocation, and then we're probably going to run up Enchantment. We might go Thaumaturgy next, because if this battle with Agartha is almost over, especially for us, right? A lot of this infrastructure play and things like that, I am hoping that we can try to get our feet back underneath us by doing things like site searching and trading for research items and etc. etc. And then maybe with Ulm's assistance turn on Van or Ashdod, basically. I don't know that is going to work out for us. We are very, very far behind. We are excruciatingly far behind. If for no other reason than the fact that we don't have growth, right? Like, I am absolutely regretting the fact that we went the kind of blessing setup that we did. I do wish, thinking back to like the ideas that I had originally had, I do kind of wish we had gone the Awake Expander route with that the Sea Serpent or the Twin Serpent or whatever. I think would have been a really big boon for us. And I think we would have been able to do a lot of interesting things with a different bless and a more scaling option. But I mean, hindsight's 2020. We have what we have now, and we're gonna do what we can with it. So what we can do with it is try to just take the last vestiges that we're gonna get from Agartha, right? Because we're not gonna be too greedy. We're going to let Big Papa Olm be our shield, right? And then see, okay, does Olm now turn on us, or is Olm willing to go against Van or Ashton, or what, right? Like, what's the plan? The other thing that I'd like to consider in what seems to be like a potential looming time of peace for me, right, is what is this throne and what is this throne? We could, if we go... oh, is it enchantment? Oh, we already have it. Okay, so we could Eyes of the Condor these locations just to try to see what they are. But that is a smart thing to do, and it kind of, I don't know, it kind of takes, it doesn't take the fun out of it, but it I like being surprised by beating a throne. But we might end up doing that anyways. The only reason I'm not just like, yeah, we're doing it, is because Condors are one of the only powers that we have right now, and we still only have one air gem. If we had like 4 or 5 income at this point, even just like 3 income at this point, I would be way more willing to just blip a throne with like a 2-cast Eyes of the Contour just to see what the fuck is there, right? Just to see what throne it is. Because if one of these thrones is the throne of growth, or throne of Gaia, right, specifically, that could be a big deal for us. That could be a very big deal for us. That could be a potential way forward. We do know that the Throne of Life is already snagged by Van, so I'm pretty sure it's this one, which of course it is. I got my eyes on it. But it is what it is. We'll see. So that's going to be it for this turn, I think. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye, everybody. Hey, everybody. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, consider leaving a like, commenting, or subscribing. It really helps me out. If you'd like to see me live, head over to my Twitch at twitch.tv/thedistanthorizon.